Welcome back. I am Sec Guy. In previous modules, we talked about zero trust and cloud architecture. Today, we are looking at how we actually enforce those decisions. In the cloud, we don't just give people accounts, we give them roles. A role is a set of permissions that isn't tied to a specific person. Instead, it's a hat that a user, an application, or even a server can put on. To do this securely, we use the STS, or the Security Token Service. Think of STS like a temporary badge office. Instead of carrying around permanent keys, which are a massive security risk, an application assumes a role. STS then issues temporary security credentials that expire after a set time. For the CCSP, remember, long-term access keys are a security smell. If you see them in an architecture, you replace them with IAM roles and STS. How does the cloud know what a role is allowed to do? It uses policies. These are JSON documents that define the allow or deny logic. For the CISSP, you must distinguish between the two primary types. Identity-based policies. These are attached to the user or role. They say, you, as an admin, are allowed to access this storage bucket. Resource-based policies. These are attached directly to the resource, like an S3 bucket. They say, anyone from this specific account is allowed to read my data. The real-world anchor, the Imperva SSRF breach. To see how this works in a breach, look at the Imperva data leak. Attackers didn't guess a password. They exploited a server-side vulnerability to gain access to an internal compute instance. Because that instance had an IAM role with a policy that was too broad, the attacker was able to use the server's own identity to steal an API key from the metadata service. This is why we follow the principle of least privilege. Your policies should never use a wildcard asterisk to grant all permissions. They should be granular, only the specific action on the specific resource under specific conditions. As an architect, how do you stop a junior admin from accidentally giving themselves too much power? We use guardrails. Service control policies, SCPs. These are your master kill switches. SCPs sit at the organization level and define the maximum permissions for an entire account. If an SCP says, deny all access to the London region, even the root user of that account cannot bypass it. Permissions boundaries. These are attached to individual users. They set the ceiling of what a user can grant to others. Even if a developer creates a new role with full admin access, the permissions boundary will chop those permissions down to only what is allowed in the ceiling. Whether you are auditing a legacy account or building a multi-cloud identity fabric, remember, in the cloud, identity is the perimeter. If you lose control of your IAM policies, you lose control of your entire infrastructure. To get your hands on the resources for this module, including my IAM policy template library and the least privilege audit checklist, head over to secguide.org. I have free, exam-ready resources waiting for you right now. Join the hundreds of industry veterans in our Discord chats and study groups. Join our job-ready hands-on labs. We have a dedicated lab where you will fix a cross-account trust relationship and build a step-up authentication policy using IAM conditions. Get the reps in, get the cert, and get the job. Until next time, stay safe, stay secure.